Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
And welcome to Waiheke Yogi Kids Part 2, a trip to the zoo. So we left last time laying all relaxed under a tree before we went into the gates of the zoo. So coming down onto the floor, we're not going to use yoga mats today because we're going to be moving around such a lot at the zoo. So we've just sat up. Take a big deep stretch. And exhale out the nose. And we're going to come into the animal relaxation pose. So one heel comes in towards the thigh and the other foot comes out behind you. And we inhale, stretching up towards the sky. And exhale, slide over the knee. If you can, lowering your forehead towards the ground. Inhale, come all the way back up. Big deep breath up. And exhale, slide over the knee or out in front of you. Once more, inhale. Exhale into the animal relaxation pose. And then inhale all the way up. And we're going to swap our feet. So the opposite foot comes in to the thigh. And the other foot pokes back behind you. Inhale. And inhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then come all the way back up. And come on to the knees. Sitting on your heels, bring your hands in front of you, tuck your toes under, pop up, and jump up. And we're ready to go. So before we step into the zoo, are we feeling really happy to be back? Should we do our happy zoo day dance? Do you remember it from the last video? It's going to be the same. Okay, that's okay. Step apart, give yourself a little bit of space. I'll be here. And inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, tickle your toes. Put your hands in front of you and jump back. And lower down. Come up into a little snake. Lower the chin down. Turn the head to one side. Turn the head to the other side. Tuck the toes under, push up into a little plank, jump up into mountain, and jump the feet apart. Jump the feet together, come all the way up, lift the heart to the sky, and hands back to the heart. And we'll do that again. Inhale, open the heart to the sky. Exhale, come all the way forward, tickle your toes, place your hands in front of you, jump back to mountain, and then to plank, and then lower down, come up into a little cobra snake, lower the head back down, inhale to one side through the nose, exhale to the other side, tuck the toes under, lift up, back into plank, jump up to mountain. Inhale, legs apart. Exhale, legs together. Inhale. Open the heart to the sky, and then hands to the heart. And we're ready to go through the gate and into the zoo. Okay, so we're high walking again into the zoo. We get just through the gates, and what's there in front of us? A narrow bridge. And so we're going to do one foot in front of the other. Across, no, little ones. Across the bridge, if you can. Foot to foot. Keep balancing on the narrow bridge. Keep going, one foot in front of the other. And stop, and we're going to turn back. Here we go. One foot in front of the other. And then, the narrow bridge nearly fell off. And we're in. giraffe. Look at that big, tall giraffe over there with the long legs and the big, long neck. How should we be giraffes? Oh, stretch up, and we've got big, long legs and a big, tall neck, and we're going to walk all the way around our enclosure quite gracefully until it's time to have a drink. Who knows how giraffes drink their water? Do you want to show us? Wide legs, they do. They widen their legs and they take their head all the way down and they drink the water off the floor. And if you can, try and keep your legs straight and use your hands and have your drink and then jump the legs back together and stand up. Because just beside the giraffes are some zebras and they're all in a row and they're all striking and they're kicking their back legs up behind them. I wonder why the zebras are doing that. Let's do what the zebras are doing. Bend over, bring your hands down in front of you. No, nice big high bottoms like mine. Walk your hands closer to your feet or your feet closer to your hands and then lean into your hands and kick. Oh, you'll make a lot of noise. Kick. And again, kick. And see if you can do it once more. Kick. And last time, kick. Well done. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Tickle your feet. Inhale. Come all the way up. And what's that I see? Over by the zebra. What do you see? Can you see a lion? Can you hear a lion? Let's come down into the lion. Spread your knees apart and if you can, bring your toes together behind you and sit your bottom in the middle of your feet. Turn your hands, fingers in towards your legs, lean into your hands, and we'll start with roaring like a lion. Roar! Roar! And then be really tricky at home and stick your tongue out and roar from the throat. Roar! Roar! Big scary lions. Roar! Well done. Lean forward, sweep the knees together, stand up, and what do I hear? The trumpeting of elephants. It looks like it's feeding time at the zoo for the elephants. Who wants to go and see? And did you know that an elephant can eat a whole wheelbarrow of food in one sitting? Let's go and see the elephants. How are we going to walk to the elephants this time? Oh yes, okay. Let's become the elephants straight away. Hold on to your nose, thread your arm through your elbow, and let's walk over to see the elephants. Your trunk dangling low. And when you get there, trumpet. And it's time to look for food. Elephants look for food with their trunks. They bend down and they use their trunks along the ground to sniff for food, and then they pick it up and they pop it into their mouths. So see if you can eat like an elephant finding your food. That's it. Well done. Well done. Oh, what's that I hear? It sounds like the monkeys. How are we going to get to the monkeys?
Climbing.
Climbing. Let's climb to see the monkeys. Pretend, using your imagination at home, that there's all these trees in the jungle between you and the monkeys. Climb the trees as high as you can and then swing all the way down to the monkeys. And what are the monkeys doing? They're down and they're running all around on their hands and their fists, moving from side to side. Little mischievous monkeys. Keep going, keep moving. And what do I see? Over the wall, That is a very big monkey. It must be a
Gorilla!
It must be a gorilla. Okay, coming up, this time we're going to make fists. And we're going to move from side to side. Just like a gorilla. Well done. And then coming up, big, strong gorillas. We're going to tap our chest. If you feel in your chest, here in the middle, there's a bony part, and your thymus is here. It's behind your sternum, and if you tap, and go up and down, you activate and strengthen your immunity by tapping your thymus. So if you're at home, tap up and down. And just that tapping will make your body stronger. And what do I see over there? Slithering towards a swamp. It looks like a crocodile. How could we be a crocodile? We could use our elbows to get around. And if you're using your elbows, you're using your tummy muscles. You could push back. See if you can push all the way back. Come on, challenge yourself. And then come all the way forward. And if you can't at home with your elbows, you could use your hands. Like your little hands are the feet of the crocodile. Well done. And what's that? Coming around the corner, it looks like a very slinky tiger. Can you slink like a tiger? Here we go. Nice, mindful slinking, because the tiger is trying to get some lunch. So slinking around wide, like all the way. And to what does the tiger spy in the long grass? A snake. Snake all the way down. Bring your hands together, pointing your hands in front of you and your feet together. And we're going to rise up and hiss. Inhale. 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 And once more, inhale. Lovely. And then roll over onto your backs. You must be hot and tired by now. After all that trekking through the zoo, it must be time for a rest. And we're going to rest really quietly like a rhinoceros and use the excellent listening skills of the rhinoceros. Did you know that the rhinoceros has extremely good hearing? So we're going to lay down and relax and breathe deeply in and out of our nostrils. And the first thing we're going to listen to is our breath. When you breathe in, swell your belly like a balloon, and when you breathe out, the balloon pops and the belly falls back to the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Now as you rest here, like the rhinoceros, you're under a huge, big, kauri tree at the zoo. And there's all the New Zealand native birds in the tree. You can see pee-waka-wakas, and you can see tuis, and you can see kiraru, all the New Zealand birds. You can see kakas, and maybe there's even a shiki puke at the bottom of the tree. And now you're just using your listening skills. As you lay and relax, listen to all the different sounds at the zoo. Go back through all the animals that we saw and see if you can hear them. The zebras and the giraffes, the lions and the tigers, the elephants and the monkeys, the snakes and the crocodiles. See if you can hear them, and the other animals that we didn't get time to see. Which animal would you like to go and see next time? And what sound does it make? Listening really well like a rhinoceros now. Stay very still. Taking a big stretch. Slowly roll up. And was there any animal that you didn't see at the zoo that you heard when you were laying under the tree? What did you hear? A ring-tailed lemur. Awesome. Did you see or hear any animal in your imagination that we didn't visit at the zoo?
Red panda.
A red panda. I saw the sea lions that you often see swimming through the water. And you can go underneath into the cave and see them, remember? They're very peaceful. They're quite big. Hari Om, and thank you for joining us. Namaste, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye. Bye.